Long on in play. Left. Third man fine leg, both up, deep square leg as well. She's going to try and jam him for room. And Salt so far has tried to go leg side, trying to create a bit of width to get it through the offside.
The low full toss and he stays down on the shot. Completely working in boundaries at the moment. Salt 44 for none.
This is a moment when you can see the bowler under so much pressure. In a way, just overthinking it, not knowing what the batsman's going to do. This time he stands still, gets a gift. Low full toss. You can see what he's trying.
Pressure on the bowlers, pressure on James Vince. Trying to find some sort of combination here. Let's take pace off the ball. Liam Dawson now coming on, facing Chris Morris, who got tapped for 18. Will the game plan change here for right on strike, Salt at the other end? He is on 34 from 17, Phil Salt.
The feeling, could be wrong, but Wright just looks like he's happy to give the strike to Salt. Maybe not the worst plan.
Brilliant,
It's not often you see Luke Wright just giving it over to someone else in the power play as well. How long he'll try that for. Deep mid wicket, long on.
Start here by Dawson. It's giving Vince and Hampshire a little bit of a breather.
Great dot, Dawson.
Finally gets the angle right to get off strike.
Here we go, game on now. Luke Wright just happy to tick it over. What Phil Salt do? So far he's looked to swipe every ball. It's doing him a disservice. He's been much better than just a swiper. Played some proper shots.
Deep mid wicket, long off. Mid on is up. Takes on mid on. Clean pickup will keep him to one. Handy work.
It's clever from Dawson. Real nous. Change the field, put the long off back as you said, and then just bowled a dart. Just, when you change the field, just makes the batsman just think, just guess. Try and work out what's coming.
Up and over the player, just come up. So Luke Wright said, well, if you're going to come up, I'm going to go over the top. And the 50 comes up for Sussex.
In this, a lot of premeditation. Banked on him, trying to cramp him for room, so he gave himself a little dummy, then a couple of steps down. Really good batting.
He's done it once, he goes again, it's just going to fall out of the reach of Vince. 5 overs have ticked on by, 52 on the board, no wicket down.
Can Hamilton continue his surge? The Formula One Mercedes-Benz German Grand Prix 2019 starts Friday, live, only on Sky Sports F1.
I'm the king of the world!
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Maybe that was the reason why James Vince at the toss said, yeah, we'll have a bowl first. Not easy to contain a side. Small ground. Phil Salt's been excellent so far. Evening, Butch.
Evening, Nicholas. Good start to our classic coast. 6 5 miles apart. Brighton and Southampton. Healthy rivalry. Some would say unhealthy at times. They've packed in here tonight at the Central County Ground and should be royally entertained. It looks like a belting pitch, short boundaries, going to be 6s and 4s flying everywhere.
And the odd wicket as well, but should be easily taken is. Very happy to give Phil Salt the strike in the early part of this game, perhaps not at his fluent best, Luke Wright. Still 15 from 13. Boy, did they need that, Hampshire. Luke Wright departs.
Just started to tick a little bit, Luke Wright. Sensing indeed the last over of the power play, looking to try and take advantage as much as possible, but Abbott too smart for it, outthought him, got the bouncer high enough and wide enough, and Luke Wright couldn't drag it into the leg side. He's gone for 15, it's 53 for 1.
And to Laurie Evans. Nobody scored more runs than he did last year in the competition, so he'll be full of confidence. He's bounced perhaps a little more than Luke Wright thought. Simple catch in the end. Good to see him batting at number 3. Not always been at the top end of the order. But, very much one of the stars for Sussex. Remember, got to the final last year by the Rapids. It's a perfect platform on which to build on 53 for 1. Just a few deliveries left in the power play. Phil Salt on strike.
For Archer's just wandered in the back of the pod. The whole thing has just tilted backwards a little bit. Bit of weight around his neck right now. Say, Laurie Evans was in magnificent form last year. It's earned him a call-up in the Caribbean Premier League, playing for the St Kitts and Nevis Patriots, I believe. He's in nicely behind it. He's a class act, Laurie Evans. Makes things look very, very simple when he gets in. He's more than capable of finding the boundary.
So's the man on your left, Jofra Archer's just come and joined us. Jofra, thank you so much. You're looking very, very relaxed, as you'd expect. Many congratulations on all that you've achieved. How's the last few days been for you?
I had a belter the last few days. I got a well-deserved rest at home. I haven't been home since October last year, so it was really nice to get back.
Come on then, talk us through that super over. What was that like? How did you feel? Did you volunteer, or were you told to bowl it? How did that work?
It was a little bit of both, actually. After New Zealand finished their innings, everyone just sat around. No one was really moving, so I was like, I probably not bowling this because Morgan hasn't came to me and said anything. So probably after about 2 minutes, I went to him and asked him, am I bowling this? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
I mean, two incredible things about that. That's the end of the power play, 55 to 1. We'll get to that in a second. Just bear with us, Jofra. Yes. Hampshire won the toss and decided to bat first. To bowl first. Sussex have come out and taken advantage of what looks to be a really good service here at home. Magnificent strike from Phil Salt. Took to Chris Morris in particular. Luke Wright started to get in on the act before he was picked up. The bowling of Kyle Abbott. It's been an excellent power play for Sussex. Stephen Shaughnessy just signalling the start of the next phase of play. Liam Dawson with the ball in his hand. Yeah, two extraordinary things about the power play. Number one, he switched ends. I'm guessing that was all about a short boundary on one side, but you bowled five death overs off the reel, 1 for 22 from the pavilion end. Was that any problem for you?
No, it wasn't. To be fair, if you do have the bigger boundary, your margin for error is a lot bigger. So it didn't really matter. Only after the ump said, well, you guys get to choose which end you bowl from, and then they will get to choose the batters. So to be honest, I don't think it mattered, because it was just put the left-hander to face the shorter edge anyway.
Okay, and then the second thing was that predominantly throughout that 5-over spell at the death in the real game, or the game proper, you bowled virtually 85 to 90% of your deliveries into the middle of the pitch, and then you changed tactics and went Yorker in the super over. Talk us through that.
Well, there was a lot. Well, I felt that there was a lot less pressure between overs 40 to 50. They had Santner, they had the lower order in. I think that got to Nisham and whoever was supposed to bat at number 3, I think they would be more likely to get that length away if I bowled that. But equally, a Yorker is a Yorker, and no one should hit a properly executed Yorker.
What about the whole World Cup experience? I mean, we spent months debating whether you should be included and how the World Cup squad would be finalised. I mean, what's it been like for you playing in that?
Well, honestly, I think the highlight was even playing for England in Ireland. Like, if I didn't play in the World Cup, I would have been a little bit upset, obviously, but if I wasn't added, I would have understood as well. But actually getting the chance to play and just to showcase my skills, it meant the world to me. Obviously winning the World Cup was another special achievement in my life, really, because I never really won much tournaments. We came really close at finals there last year for Sussex, so hopefully we can go one better this year.
Well, your team are doing pretty well. 7 overs gone, 63 for 1. Aided and abetted by that little bit of fielding there.
It's a brilliant look around, as though there was somebody or something else.
Sorry, Skip, I did nothing wrong there.
I don't think he got a hand to it.
Mason Crane into the attack for Hampshire.
Big hit, massive hit, not a big crowd, but another 6. Phil Salt is in the mood.
Yeah, raise your hands. Raise the temperature too. Mason Crane greeted with a violent blow over long on. Was right in the slot. Got that front leg out of the way and drop kicked it many a mile.
Joff, there'll be a lot of England fans listening to this and hoping that you're going to play a part in the Ashes series. How's the body? Have you got a little niggle? Going to be available for selection for that?
Well, yeah, I had a niggle, but I've come back today. I think I shortened my home trip to come back and get it all sorted and hopefully push for selection.
Okay.
Back in Barbados, chilling out for a few days, have you?
Yeah, like, it's actually weird. It's probably the first time I was back home in July in over 5 or 6 years.
I mean, obviously your performances were amazing, very impressive from the start. What do you think prepared you, though, for that? I mean, you played 14 or 15 list day games for Sussex. What about your experiences around the world? How much did they prepare you for international cricket?
Well, I didn't play enough, well, as much 50 over cricket as I would like, because I was playing in India, which kind of clashes with the 50 over blocks. So what I would say on the other side, it's taught me how to deal with pressure situations, especially with the super over. I've bowled the last over with a lot riding on many a game. So yeah.
I'm just going to have a little look upstairs, but not a lot of excitement out on the ground, so from that we can assume that perhaps he's still got part of his body, his foot grounded behind the line.
I reckon he's okay. I tell you one thing, that there's a whole community of people out there that want to know. Your Twitter game, in terms of predictions, is absolutely out of this world.
Well, I mean, they seem to be these little random 1 and 2 liners that you fire off, but everything you've said at some point has come true. You know, Joffre Damas, they're calling you on Twitter.
Well, I did majority of those tweaks probably between 2014 2015. I was still really young. I don't think I was probably 17 at the time. But yeah, I was just watching cricket at home on TV. I don't think I can actually pinpoint which game by looking at the tweets, but I knew, well, that was just the thing to do. Well, me and my mates, we'd just sit around, watch the games and tweet about it.
Another very good over, 11 runs from it. We're through 8 now, 74 for 1. Joffa, thank you so much for coming to join us. You can chill out for the rest of the day, rest of the evening.
Thank you very
really
much,
good luck with
Thanks
everything that's
for having me.
ahead for you. Hope you go well in the Ashes. Hope you play. Pleasure. Thank you for coming to see us. Chris Jordan's here as well. He's going to wander past. I don't think he's going to have a chat with us, but he is here. Maybe the camera can pick him up because he's here with Jofra. He's not playing, but he is here, and he's going to be... When are you going to be back playing?
A couple of games time, hopefully.
Couple of games time. Great to see you guys. Thanks ever so much and go well. Great to see all the guys come to see us. I'm very happy with their side at the moment, no doubt. 74 for 1.
The word is that he lives very close to the ground. Just over the road, apparently. He might be buying the whole street after this last few months or so.
I reckon he should have one named after him.
Well,
at
that's
least.
right, yeah.
Some sort of golden post box or something.
Yeah, what would the street be called, Butch? Come on, use your. We're good with words. All the way, nothing at this pitch for being too short. Just sitting up really on the surface.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be too many places that you can hide as a bowler. We've seen thus far that the short ball has been given particularly severe treatment, although it did bring about the wicket of Luke Wright.
Seeing Joffre here and Chris Jordan, Tim Mills as well. Rashid Khan. It's an extraordinary attack, isn't it? I mean, Joffre's probably not going to play much because of his commitments internationally now, but even without him, it's some attack, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got international bowlers in Briggs and Topley in for Jordan and Archer. As you say, Rashid Khan, Ollie Robinson has been getting rave reviews as well. They do have some resources to call upon with the ball.
Smash finds a gap again.
50 up in no time for Phil Salt. 52 from 28. Fine innings.
Highlighted before the start of play as a player to watch. England have certainly got their eye on him for white ball short form cricket. His 5th half century in T20. It's a pretty emphatic one.
Clever bowling. Just held it back a little bit this time.
I think one of the things you notice about Jofre Archer is shake his hand. His hands are so long. He's got the longest fingers. You know how he generates that pace from seemingly no run up or fast arm action. But the fingers and the way that he's able to flick that ball out, you see where that comes from. The longest hands I think I've ever had the pleasure of shaking.
85 for 1 from 9. Apologies for any bad language you might have heard a little while ago out there, but that's what Jofre Archer's got ahead of him for the next hour or so as he wanders round the ground. Enjoy every moment of it. ice cream van in the back there. Who's going to do our ice cream run? Smash down the ground. Only just stopped.
This is looking dangerous for Hampshire. Well, these two are flying in the middle of the bat with some regularity.
I'm going to have a look here. Oh, he's gone. You can have a good look. You're not quite sure what's going on, Laurie Evans. He's a bit bemused, but McManus has done a good job.
What? To see that again. I've got absolutely no idea what Laurie Evans was doing here. Brilliant delivery from Mason Crane. Did him in the flight, and the ball turned just enough. He's in here, safe, no problem, but where's he going?
He's no idea where that's gone. He said that I have no idea. What's he doing out of his crease when he doesn't know? Mason Crane says, yeah, I'll take that, thank you very much.
He was looking at it in his hand. He was holding it up above the stumps with it in his hand. Extraordinary. Laurie Evans gone for 15, 86 for 2.
Lucas loves judo. Really loves it. So it's for people like Lucas that we've included our Ultra Comfort wide seats in the Citroën C3. Citroën C3 with Citroën Advanced Comfort and up to 11 driving aids. Available with 0% APR finance.
I'm hearing in my ear it's a run out, but we think that's a stumping. Yeah, third umpire, the official line we've had is run out. Beautiful hit. Straight away comes in, first ball out of the ground for 6. There's some talent, Delray Rawlins.
Mercy, mercy me. What a shot this is to get off the mark. Got some confidence, he's got some skill. Boom!
Incredible how the modern player thinks, Butch, isn't it? 10 overs to bat, and first ball whack out of the ground. Even the thought of playing yourself in, or what's happening, how's the pitch playing? Bang, out. Down the ground, 6. Problems now for Mason Crane. First problem is trying to find a ball.
It's gone bouncing down Eaton Road, I think. It went in the gap between the pod and the stand.
Come on, Butch, let's try and work this one out.
I mean, the only thing that I can decipher from looking at that is he thinks that Laurie Evans thinks he's going to underarm throw that somewhere and starts to try and regain his balance.
Chips, not the middle of the bat, and a safe catch, an easy catch in the end for James Fuller. So it's a brief innings from Delray Rawlins. 6 first ball, out the next. Crane has his man.
Mason Crane holding his nerve here. Went for the googly, didn't think it'd be long before we saw that. Was happy to loop the ball up, happy to tempt him into the stroke again. Delray slams his bat into his pads in frustration. It's the shortest of cameos. He's gone. 6 from 2 deliveries. It's 92 for 3 now.
That was great bowling, really good bowling from Mason Crane. That's what I liked about when I watched him play limited overs cricket last year. Not frightened to throw it up above the eye line, frightened to go in search of wickets. You belted out the ground on your first delivery to a batsman. It's good, brave bowling rewarded. Bill Saltman is on strike, 54 from 31. David Visa joins him. smashed cover on the leg side. Nine from the over and the all-important wicket. 94 for 3 from 10.
Montego Air to JFK. Flight 828. That's not possible.
They've all been missing, presumed dead for 5 years.
Oh, g'day, Bumble.
All right.
Your race is looking good. Don't like your chances.
Yes, we can.
It's England versus Australia for the Ashes. Cricket doesn't get better than this.
Lovely evening. Decent pitch, good score, 94 for 3. James Vince saying, I'm not sure what a good score is here, so I'm happy to have a chase. Liam Dawson, World Cup winner, didn't play a game, but was part of the World Cup squad.
Oi!
Good evening, Mel.
I just sat back and watched 3 of the most amazing deliveries. First of all, the stumping, which came from absolutely nowhere. Rawlins comes out, smokes his first delivery for a 6, and then goes out the next one. It's all happening.
The confidence of youth, eh? Good bowler. Yeah, very good bowler, real competitor.
Well, after what we've seen today, I wouldn't be surprised if that then rolled back onto the stumps as well. Here's the stumping. Mark Butcher adamant that he saw the ball in the hand. He did. There it is there. Didn't underarm it back to the fielder. Kept hold of it. And I think he's taking the words out of my mouth. A little bit of a brain fade.
Yeah, I saw the ball in the hand of the keeper. You wouldn't be going anywhere, let alone out of your crease. But hey ho, he'll explain it to us later perhaps. There you go.
Blunder edge. Dawson just tightening the screws a little bit. Just a single off the first.
Good combination, these two. Very good over the last couple of years. Mason Crane, Liam Dawson bowling together.
Salt putting away the power shot there, realising that Dawson's in the middle of a pretty good over. Might just be thinking we might just have to take a little bit of a hit in the 11th, just reset ourselves for the next.
It's ticking over. It's an excellent over in the with the score it is 97 for 3, just 3 off it. We're through 11.
Some power play, just the wicket lost in the last over, runs on the board. That's when Phil Salt was going hammer and tongs. They're good overs though here from Hampshire. The spinners look to be doing the job. It's brilliant here, both from the leg spinner and Crane. Big wicket of Rawlins in his last, teaming up with Dawson. Well, he had to go at some stage. He's got a little bit and plenty more. I think we might need to get a new one.
Very dangerous player, strong man. Scored a big 100 in the Royal London Cup against Hampshire earlier on in the year, so he fancies this attack.
wicket comes up here for Sussex. Just drags the length back a little bit.
It's their second game in the competition this year. The runners-up last year, Sussex. Their first game was washed out. Rain won there. That was at the Aegeus Bowl Friday night. Again, there's the flight. That's what I like about Mason Crane. Even though he's been whacked for a big six, he's still prepared to search for the wicket. So in between, the last couple of days, last few days, I've had a second team game, and a lot of the first team, in fact, most of the first team, if not all the first team, played in those games, just to try and give them some match practice.
Slog sweep, down on one knee, finds the gap. So after a very tidy over from Dawson, Salford Beaters decide to really try and put the foot down. 13 so far from the over. Will Salt go big off the last? Looks to. It's taken. That's turn. 110 for 3.
Oh, the exuberance of youth. Delroy Rawlins strides to the crease first ball. He just whacks it out the ground. Very next ball, just a bit slower, a little bit more flight, and in the end, not the connection that you saw in the first. So that's really good bowling. Terrific bowling from Mason Crane.